Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Holy shit. I come before you today a different person than the last time I signed off on stream. Straight up. A lot has changed. And it all happened immediately after Evo. So, let me get you guys caught up with everything that's been going on, at least on my end of things. So, first, had an injury at Evo where I was not able to walk after working Friday and Saturday at Evo. On Sunday, I could not walk. Like, my legs were just done. Getting home was a little bit of a struggle. And as I was getting home, I also found out that, you know, my partner also suffered an injury. So we've been dealing with that. Things are as far as like bodily harm goes, things are better now. But yeah, it took a little while. It took a little while for sure. On top of that, I also started a new job, you know, because in this society we need to pay rent and bills and all this other dumb shit. So I got myself a little job, a little part-time job, my first service industry job, and that has been a very interesting journey as well. And man, like I knew service industry stuff was like physically taxing, but my body was not ready. My body was absolutely not ready. With all that said, we're adjusting, we're getting better. Every day has been a little bit better. But yeah, that's been like kind of the main reason why I haven't streamed is my schedule is now different. My lifestyle is now different, like very drastically different from before. So like this shift has been 100, like I'll be 1000% honest with you. The shift has been drastic and challenging, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Every day is a little bit better. Every day is a little bit better. Also, let me not play hockey stick while I'm talking about stuff. There we go. Let's play something a little happier since we're back. Broke my knees back in January. Still not fully recovered. Dude, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. And I wanna say something. Actually, I'm even gonna turn the music off for this part because I want, like, this is actually serious. There is something I do want to say, and it's a realization that I came to during this like transitionary period in my life, if you will. And it's something that I wish I had realized sooner, but I did not. But now I realize it, and I hope I don't lose track of that in my brain. Who's that? Shayon, dude, good to see you, man. Good to see you. No, I'm super happy to be back. I'm still not back like at the full capacity that I want to be back, and streaming has been at the back of my mind this entire time, and even got to the point where last week, you know, I was trying to do everything, and I wound up giving myself a panic attack. So I had to step back and make sure I was okay before we got back into it. And this is the first time in my life, and I say this with my with like my full chest. I say this 100% confident in saying this. This is the first time in my life that I've taken a step back and I didn't prioritize work. I didn't prioritize hobbies. I didn't prioritize anything except for my life and things that are going on in it. And I'm really happy I did, because I think with where I am now, I think moving forward, things are going to be a lot smoother. And that has been a crazy journey. That has been a crazy journey and very difficult journey, but we're finally at the tail end of it. And we're finally like transitioning and things are getting better. I want to say this, and this is something that I've had in the back of my mind with this journey that everything has happened. I've been a part of a lot of communities, right? I've been a part of a lot of communities. Like I am terminally online, right? You know, there have been communities of content creators that have come and gone. There have been communities of hobbies that have come and gone. There have been communities of professions that have come and gone. And something that's kind of got me, like something that I kind of realized recently is that whenever like shit really hits the fan, and whenever things are like actually really bad, and whenever it's like, all the chips are down, I'm down on my luck, I've realized now that the only community that I've been a part of that has like helped me get back on my feet multiple times, mind you, has been the FGC. Um, I did improv comedy for a little bit, and the whole thing about improv comedy is, every time before you go on stage, you like there's the ritual of saying "I have your back" before you take the stage, and that's like a safety thing. Um, in like productions outside of the FGC, there is a lot of people saying "I have your back," in and out of the production, in and off the stage, on and off the stage. But when it comes time to put up or shut up, a lot of those communities vanish. And the only community that has not vanished has been the fighting game community. And this is, I think, let me see. This is the third time in my life where like things got slightly dire, if you will. And somebody from the FGC was able to help me out. Somebody that I met through the FGC. That's fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have literally reached out to people not in the FGC, in one of these other communities, asking for help, and have gotten nothing. Right? I have expressed worry at certain things in my life for these other communities who tout that they have your back, and that like they care. And every time when it comes to put up or shut up time, they all shut the fuck up and disappear. However, the FGC has saved me a couple of times. And that's pretty crazy. And I think that speaks to how this community is, I think that speaks to the people that are in this community. I think it speaks to the experiences of the people in this community. And I think it also speaks to how this community is like this community gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people and a lot of things that just don't quite get it. Right? When it comes to like being a human being. But I've been proven time and time again when it comes to the FGC. Granted, I'm saying this generally, but no community is perfect. Every community has those people who you don't associate with, and every community has those people who kind of set everything back. But from my experience, every time I've like really needed it, the FGC has been here. So, yeah. I hope that's something I don't lose track of anytime soon. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me. It's just absolutely crazy to me that like it always comes back to the FGC, and it makes me really happy that I'm a part of this community. It makes me really happy that I've gotten involved when I did, right? Like it was one of those like right place, right time type of things. Um, but yeah, man, the FGC, dude, it's an amazing community, and I really love it. And uh, there have been multiple times in my life that I did lose track of that, but I hope that came across on the mic. Uh, there have been a lot of times that I have lost track of that, but every time shit like really hits the fan, I always come back to the FGC. So moving forward, I think a lot of this content that I make on here is hopefully going to reflect that. Um, and I hope that through this content, I can show how amazing people in the FGC are. Uh, because this is rare. This is rare that like it's been literally like it's been 3 times now where my life has drastically changed for the better because of people or someone, like one person or multiple people in the FGC. So hopefully, moving forward, my content will reflect that, and hopefully, I'll be able to show you um, some of these amazing people and some of these amazing situations and this community and just how amazing it is. Because look, man, uh, it's not about the games anymore, man. And to a degree, I don't think it ever was. Like maybe at like a very certain point it was, but it's not about the games anymore, man. It's about the people in this community, and the people in this community are fucking amazing. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say about that. Is like from like the people who like shared a note on Twitter that were like, "Hey, I hope everything's okay. I hope things get better," even though it's like a throwaway statement like that. Like just the fact that people like went as far as like just typing that out to me means a lot. Um, and sometimes it can be performative, and if it is, that's between them and whatever deity they believe in or don't believe in. But I took that shit to heart, man. Like that shit means a lot. That shit means a lot to me because especially when we're in this world where sometimes we feel very alienated. It's hard to remember. It's easy to forget. Hard to remember that there are a lot of people that are in our corner, and it's because we all share the love of fighting games, man. And it's because we all share the love of what we do. That's stuff I forget about, and every time I'm reminded of it, it's like an emotional thing, man. It's like holy shit, like people actually give a fuck, you know. It's very easy to like feel very isolated, a lot, um, and especially when it comes to content creation and all this other stuff. Like you're just thinking about numbers and blah 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 blah, all this other BS. But man, even on Twitter, man, Twitter. I always say I hate Twitter. I'm terminally on Twitter. I hate it. But when it comes to it, like the people on Twitter are well, uh, as far as like my interactions with the FGC on Twitter, it's like real people who actually give a damn, you know. So, uh, to anybody who sent me a message, to anybody who reached out, to anybody who left a note on Twitter or on the Discord, know that I saw it, and it means the world to me, and it genuinely like did make a difference. So, thank you. For those of you that are here now, after I've been gone for what, like 2 or 3 months, thank you. I hope this return is like worthwhile for you. I'm gonna try my damnedest. Um, and to everybody who has given me a hand when I needed it the most, you know who you are. Um, thanks. Like I genuinely don't know how to repay or how to express my gratitude other than saying thanks. I wish I knew better ways of showing how grateful I am, but I genuinely don't. Like it's indescribable. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all. Like straight up. Like I don't think I can say anything more than that, but like straight up thanks. Like it genuinely means the world.